the cycle bonus. Now, I think this is really the bread and butter of Vemma. It's actually kind of where a lot of the other bonuses will be predicated from or derived from. And here's how it works. When you get started in the business, you take a position with Vemma, okay? And basically, to qualify for the cycle bonus, you have to be on a minimum of 120, which is a 2-pack. So Vemma Verve, 2 Vemmas, 2 Verves, however you choose, even the body, the new shake products as well. And you have to have one personally enrolled person on your left and one on your right, okay? So let's say person A and person B. So person A, my best friend I went to school with, tried a Verve, loves the product, sees a lot of credibility and things on it. He goes ahead and gets 2 cases, okay? Person B, maybe that's my aunt. She has some health problems. I try to get her on the product from a health standpoint. She gets on a month's supply of Vemma for $60. All right, so the way the business works is person A would add 1 left and 1 right. B would add 1 left, 1 right. If they don't do that, you just continue to add new people to the outside left or the outside right, and I'll explain why. Hence, building 2 teams here, as you can see, breaks out a left team and a right team. Now, a cycle bonus, minimum of a 2-pack, and at least 1 person left, 1 right on a minimum of 60. Okay, make a note there. Now, let's say person A loves the business, loves the product, excited. He goes ahead and gets his first person on the left on a 120 and gets his first person on the right for a 120, product user or business builder, and he'll continue to add to the right, and he'll also add to the left with me, okay? Now over here, I go ahead and add another person in right here on a 2-pack, therefore showing when you have 180 in sales volume on one side of your business, okay, and 360 on the other, this constitutes a cycle bonus, which averages between $20 and $25. This is derived, again, by the sales of the company over the number of people cycling that week. And that'll go up and down, and a lot of excitement because we're working to really get that number higher and higher, so keep posted there. So real quick, let's recap. A cycle bonus says a minimum of a 2-pack, at least 1 person left, 1 right on a minimum of a 60 order, okay? But a cycle bonus says when you have 360 in sales on one side, shown here, 180 on the other, you're gonna cycle. You can cycle as many times in a month as possible, actually per week. We go week to week. Therefore, the total amount of cycles per week you do over 4 weeks in the month, and that will determine your rank. Let's say you have a lot of activity over here or a lot of activity on this side. Okay, you will accumulate volume on your one bigger leg. You'll accumulate volume on your one side, therefore, kind of like rollover minutes. And then if you had a lot of activity here, you then need to go add more business to your other leg. All right? And then the next page, I'm going to show you a couple examples of what you would be able to see in the number of people to an income. Okay? So this is the cycle bonus. All right, so let's say you have here, and I'll give you kind of the Cliff Notes version of the business here. So when you have, as an example, 3,600 in volume on one side, 7,200 on the other. Okay, now let's talk. Most of our people in the business, or most people in Vemma, are on a 2-pack. Why? A lot of people with health problems take 2 ounces or take Vemma 4 ounces a day, so two shots of Vemma, and every shot's 2 ounces. And obviously people in the business will be on a 2-pack as well. So 3,600 and 7,200, divide that by the average of 120. You're going to need around 30 people on this side, 60 people over here. That would constitute 20 cycles. And basically at times 20 to 25, you're going to see about anywhere from up to about $500 here on a monthly basis. Okay? So trying to give you an example here of how to create around $500 a month in residual income by basically having 32 packs on one side, 60 on the other, 7,200 and 3,600, about 10,000 in volume will get you to 20 cycles where you're making around 500 a month. You can cut that in half. You could cross that to 15 and that to 30. At the 20 cycles, that's called diamond, okay? Where you're qualified for the CAR program. We'll talk about that in a minute. Now, if you were to cut that in half, you pretty much would do 10 cycles, and that would be at the gold level. Typically at that point, individuals making around 250 per month. So we can break down exactly the amount of people left and right, a two-team concept, and a lot of excitement around a two-team concept because it promotes team building. You're going to actually build kind of a team leg on one side. We'll talk about that. But here's here an example. You can shoot for 30 and 60, 15 and 30, again, 2 packs. And you're going to see this example of diamond or this example of the gold level. Okay? Now that's just in cycle bonus money. Okay? And we're going to talk in a second about what the real income of these people are typically seeing. Typically a diamond's anywhere from around 1,000 to 1,200 plus a month. A gold's typically around 600 plus $700 a month because I'll show you the momentum bonus, and that's where people pick up a little bit more money on the residual. Now again, this is purely residual based off the number of orders on your left and right, the number of accounts, or the total sales volume on all levels down, left and right of your business. All right? So hopefully that gives you an example, snapshot of what you can create with the cycle bonus.